Good morning. Again, we are together again with the Beginners Zentangle Learn With Me series. I'm Scrappin' Lizzie from the Scrappin' Lizzie Unicorn Group. And boy, I'm always scrapping. I got different things going on all the time, but I sure am hooked up on these Zentangles right now, which I'm finding them so awesome because I love to draw, but I am not an artist. I mean, I am not, well, I can call myself an artist, but I'm a real wiggly artist. So, but with these entangles, I am so impressed with what we end up with at the end. And so I did them a long time ago, but most everything that I did a long time ago was stuff that I made up as I went along. And so, but now I'm learning different tangles that are actually real tangles that have been put up by um, Zentangle artists, and some of them even being certified Zentangle instructors. So I'm trying to keep up with where I learned them so that you will know where I have gotten my inspiration. I'm keeping I'm keeping a little journal here. This is my little, with each one that I've done so far. I have it on. I try to keep a little record or a little journal here that shows me what I made each time. And then when I go to do a Zentangle, an actual tangle where I have a large string and I just want to fill up the spots, I can go to these and figure out what I want to do. Like this one here, how it's got each tangle, each thread. I mean, as I put down, because what they say is like if you're dropping a thread on a piece of paper and you just let it go where it falls, and that's where it fell, and that's what I did. And I love these together. So when I do something like that, I can go my through my book and the uh, pick out the ones that I have already. So, and these are the ones that we've done so far. Now we're on number 18. Yesterday we did the rainbows. Now I'm not sure that they're called rainbows. That is just what I called them, but there may be an actual name for these. And if you all learn what the actual name for them is, then you let me know. All right, so that's where we're at today. We're on number 18. Gosh, I'm getting so organized here, trying to get organized. I've got my little cart here that's got all my Zentangle stuff in, so I don't have to go looking for it. So trying to keep things a little bit organized. Now I'm finding too that I'm making different sizes of squares. This one is a 4" by 4", but I'm finding out that having the squares um, really is helpful. Today we're going to do the Cathedral. And that one, the creator of this tangle was Kathy Berenger, but it was taught by Cindy at the Tireless Tangler. Now, the Tireless Tangler, I think I told you before, had I may repeat myself a lot if you're watching each one of these. And thank you so much to all of you that are staying with me on this, because this is something that is so relaxing and so wonderful. I know of a few. Erin is absolutely wonderful. Teresa is absolutely wonderful. There is some that are sticking with me that are just wonderful. I mean, have done every day. And so this one here, like here, it's one way, and here it's another way, but it's still the Cathedral. And when I watched Cindy at the Tireless Tangler do this, she actually watercolored her paper in different colors before she did the tangle. I'm trying to get my light. I don't have the fluorescent light on above me. I've just got a regular light, and then I've got two lights on either side of me, trying to get my so it'll show better without glare. And so I have this is a 4" square I'm using on here. So what I'm doing, Oh, see, did I get my stuff? Oh, here they are. They're hiding. My pencils are hiding from me. Okay. Okay, so like I said, Cathedral by Kathy Berenger, taught by Cindy at the Tireless Tangler. Now, I'm using a 4x4, and I've got this here little ruler that it's a 6-inch ruler, but it's exactly an inch wide as well. It's an OmniGrid ruler, and we use those with quilting a lot. And so, but everything that we use for one item sure can be used. I must have some glue or something on the bottom that it wants to stick. I'm making my, oh, see, I'm still having shadows. I'm making my lines with pencil, and I'm going to be making a 4x4 grid. It's not exactly 4x4, even though I'm using a ruler. See, I am one who, even with a ruler, I can't draw a straight line. See, my shadow is where I can't see my line. Okay, I'm going to scoot you up just a little bit here. So now by using my ruler, I've got a 4x4 grid, and it's not perfect at all. And so, yeah. So some of you really will have good luck with your ruler, not me. My ruler doesn't help. Okay, see, it like washes out. I don't know why I have that trouble. I'm going to turn that fluorescent light back on, see what happens when I turn that on. Okay, there, I got it on, and that washes it out even more. Oh my goodness. Okay, now, okay, maybe you can see those lines okay. Let's see. Ugh, that's worse. Ooh, wait a minute. How come I seen it for a minute? I don't know. Who knows? All right. But anyhow, you're going to see my dots because I'm going to put my dot. Okay, I've got a 4x4 grid here. And I've got 4 squares this way, 4 squares this way. And maybe I should have just made a 3x3. Okay, what I'm going to do with this here is I am going to, boy, are my squares wonky. I'm going to make dots, and along each square, I'm going to put a dot. Okay, there's a dot in the middle, and a dot on each edge, and then go in the middle of each middle. Does that make sense? Then I'm going to go to middle here, in the middle here, and then in the middle of each middle. So I've got 5 dots across the top and 3 down the sides, just the middle. And I don't know if this is going to show up. I hope so. All I can do is hope for the best. Okay, I did. I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so then now I'm going to just do 1 square at a time, and then I'm going to go across. And I'm going to go, now I'm going to go from, see there's no dots on the bottom except that one right there in the middle. So go from the middle dot at the top and go straight down to the bottom. Then go from the next line dot at the top and curve it around right to the bottom. It might be easier if you go from the bottom and curve it right up to the next one and the next one and then the last one, and then go on the other side and do the same thing. So you're just going to, and it kind of looks like a fan. Do you see how that went? Now I'm going to go back, go to the next one, and I'm going to make the same dots so that I've got 5 across and 3 down. The 3 down are only from the halfway point. There's already the 3 down here on this one, 3 down here only to the halfway point, and you end up with 5 across. Again, we're going to go with straight line down Then the next one is going to curve to that same down spot, and then again curve to the same down spot on each one of those. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, the middle one, and then 4 more. Here we're going to go again and curve and curve and curve and curve. So we have 2 of them in there now. Since my squares, even with a ruler, I don't have them even, so each one of these are not going to look the same. So then we go to the next square, and we're going to go, see, I tried to go right in the middle of this little 1-inch square. I go to the edge, which that's not hard because I'm right at the line. Then I go between each one and put them and try to space them. So I got those 5 dots across the top. Then go right to the middle here, and then in the middle of those 2 dots. And then again to the middle here in the bottom. So then we start again with your straight line. I'm trying both ways from bottom to dot and see which one I like better. Which one because some people control one way or the other. They either draw away from them or they draw true to themselves, draw at you, and they do better one way than the other. So try both ways and see. Scam likely. Okay, and then see which one works better for you. So there we've got 3. Now I'm going to go to the 4th. So I don't have those separated just perfect, but we are not into perfection over here. We are into doing things, relaxing, calming, and love what you, and do what you love and love what you do. You know, that kind of thing. So, well, I should have done my straight line first. There we go. There we go. There we go. And then again, curve line, curve line, curve line, curve line. So then we have all of them. Now, I'll make my little dots down there. So I got the first row done. Now you have a choice. You can either continue going the same direction or you can swap them. I'm going to go ahead and turn this, and I'm going to do this next row, but I'm going to do it the opposite way. So mine will be like this. Okay, so I'm going to use that same dot that we already have right here. I'm kind of emphasizing my dots. I want my dots to be emphasized. And so then I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in the middle. So we're doing these dots here the same way we did these up here. And so then a straight line down, which that's crooked, but I'm a crooked old woman. I'm a crook. And then we're going to, I think on this particular one for me, going away to and going toward myself is working better for me. So now we'll do this side. And as you can see, I need a lot of practice. Okay, so then we're going to do the same way up here on this next one. I think when I'm not on the camera, I think I do better because I don't feel, I think I go slower and I take my time at things. So, well, I can't really say that I do better, but I can pretend now. And then here, 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 here. And when I do learn something, I always like to try to give you who I learned it from or who I watched to see do it, and who, if I know the creator of of the tangle, I will give you that information too, so that you'll be able to search it out yourself and watch. I don't think very many of them I've been able to see the original creator, but I have seen people that show it, and then they give information as to the original creator. So, and then I just copy those, and so that I know who to give credit to. I think when we learn something from somebody, always give them the credit. And see how that's going, how that's looking so pretty. I love this, it's so pretty. And see, we're only putting the dots at the top half of each separate square. Do the straight line down first, and then sometimes I'm seeing that if I go quicker, I can get my lines even straighter. Okay, so for the next row, I'm going to turn my card, and I'm going to use these dots that I already have up here now, and I'm just going to go put my center dots here in these center squares. Good grief, my square. You take a ruler and you still, my squares are so off. They're just off. So I'm going to go ahead and do all my dots here because there's not many that I got to put up. Okay, so now I have all my dots, and now I'm going to go this way. And see there how that works now? I like that a lot. So down with what do we call this? The cathedral. Well, I have to write this stuff down because from one moment to the next, I don't remember. Okay, the straight line. And do it however it's easiest. And like I said, when Cindy did hers, she first did just some watercolor, almost like a sunset looking behind, and then did the tangle on top. And oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. She had such a beautiful masterpiece. I mean, when she was finished. And that's what you end up with. You end up with absolutely a masterpiece. Um, and like I say, they're beautiful black and white, but they are just as beautiful doing them in color. And so, or doing the lines all in black, but have that background color, such as a watercolor wash of some kind behind. So pretty. And I mean, if you were to make something like this and mat it and frame it and give it as a gift to somebody, it would be something somebody would absolutely cherish forever. I know I would. I am one that I just love art, other people's art. I'm not crazy about going and buying like art from some famous artist. Doesn't, that's not, that's not me so much. But if I have art done even by a child, I've got one art project that's up on my um, cupboard door in the kitchen that was done by my granddaughter, I think about 5 years ago. She was, and she's only 13 now. So, but I love it. I absolutely love it. It's just taped up there. I'm going to actually frame it before it gets ruined. What the heck is my phone doing? Don't make funny noises at me, phone. But yes, and I love it. And you know, I have gotten art from other subscribers that have sent me their art, and I love, love, love it. It's just beautiful. And so here now I had turned my card over again, and now this way I'm doing it the opposite direction again. See? So it gives such a beautiful look, in my humble opinion. All right, and then again, and if you put your dots on each edge and then in the middle, then it's easier to get the other two dots spaced a little bit better. If you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this, it's really hard for me anyway to get them spaced correctly. So it's easier to, like this one down here, put it in the middle of that line, and then it's easier then to get this one in the middle. So and don't look for perfection at all. I was playing with one tangle this morning, and I did not it was so it was so not like the instructor was showing. And it was so not like it. It was like, oh my gosh, I got to practice this. But you know what I did? I just kept going with it. What did I do with that one? I'll have to see if I got it real handy. Um, and so I just kept going and just adding my own stuff. And when it was finished, I said, whoa, I like that. And so now, and so that's what you do. If you start doing a tangle and it's not just exactly like the one that you're trying to mimic, it's not wrong. That is what makes it yours. If you make it different, it is now yours, and you can claim ownership on that one. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love this. And like I say, when Cindy did it and she put her background in there of her watercolor, she did it on the watercolor. It turned out just beautiful. Let me see. I was just looking real quick in here to see if I put my messed up one somewhere, because my messed up one turned out so pretty. And no, I'm not seeing it here. So my organization skills are not doing well at all right at this very second. So I'll have to find it. But yeah, I did one. Actually, I posted it on Beth's page. Wait a minute, I wonder if I can see it on my phone, because I took a picture of it, and I might be able to see it on my phone. Maybe, maybe not. You know, I never learned these phones. Well, where in the world did I put my pictures? Where's my pictures? Well, I don't see my pictures. My pictures are all gone, missing, in action. No, I don't want the Weather Channel. Good grief. Let me see. What was this one? Did I put it here? No, that was not that. Did I put it here? No, I did not put it there. Did I put it here? Oh, maybe I put it here. No, that's the Weather Channel. Okay, let me see. Maybe I put it here. Oh yeah, this is where I put it. That's where I put it. Maybe you can see this. Maybe you can see this. This here is an image I started doing, which was called the Cathedral, but I meant it just was not going like it should have. See the blindness, and so I just kept playing with it. I just kept putting different things on it, and then I put some dangles on it, and then I put some swirlies on it. And so it really turned out really pretty, but it was nothing at all like what it was supposed to be in the beginning. So, like I say, if you start something and it doesn't turn out like the image that you're trying to mimic, then you have just made your own and just start doing something like, even on this one, look at the spaces in the centers. I could continue and do things in those spaces and um and make it something even different. But so anyway, this is called the Cathedral. So I'm going to add that to my book. I'm going to add the Cathedral to my book now for number 18. And I'm trying to remember to do this each day so I don't get behind, because I am one that gets behind. And so I'm going to put that in my book, and then I will put down the statistics on here, which is that it's the Cathedral. And this was Kathy Berenger, her design. And then I'm going to even put the taught by the tireless tangler. Cindy at the tireless tangler is who taught it. So I've got that in my book, and I'm going to try to keep up with each one in my book, and I'll keep going with that. But I just think that turned out beautiful. So I hope you try it and post. Please post on Scrap and Lizzie Unicorns. When you do a tangle, please, if you're not already subscribed or a member of the group, go to the Facebook group, Scrap and Lizzie Unicorns, and please add yourself there. Put yourself in there. It's a closed group, so you know you have to be accepted by one of the administrators, but you'll get accepted. If you're watching this, we know that you're not a troll. But yes, and we'd love to see what you come up with, because so many people come up with different things. And so, and keep your book. Keep your book. Keep your book to refer back to. Keep you a nice little, so each one that we learn, you keep up with. Okay, so what number is this? What number is this? 18? 18. I need to know the number when I go and put the information below. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so very much. And let's read a heart thought this morning to get our something positive into our something positive. Let's see. Oh, look at this one. It says, I am a magnet for miracles. Oh, let's see what that has to say to us. Okay. This ease often breeds in feelings of unforgiveness. Forgiving others and releasing resentment can help create an atmosphere of healing and even dissolve diseases such as cancer. All right. Them feelings of forgiveness. And I'm telling you, I've learned too that forgiving somebody really is, I mean, it doesn't give you permission to let them do it again if they've done something that hurt you, but forgiving them really does more for yourself than it does for the person that needed the forgiveness. I am a magnet for miracles. Unknown and unexpected good is coming my way this day. I am far more than rules and regulations, restrictions and limitations. I change my consciousness, forgive those I need to forgive, and healing miracles occur. With every medical establishment, there are practitioners who are enlightened and on a spiritual pathway. I now attract these people to me wherever I am. My mental atmosphere of love, acceptance, and forgiveness is a magnet for small miracles every moment of the day. Wherever I am, there is a healing atmosphere, and it blesses and brings peace to me and to all those around me. And so there you go. Forgiveness makes you a magnet for miracles. I had a problem with forgiveness at one time, but I've learned about forgiveness now, and somebody might do something that hurts me or do something that hurts somebody else, but I have learned that I can forgive without not saying, okay, what you did was fine. I can still forgive. And it takes something away from me, takes something hurtful away from me. If you really forgive somebody, I mean, you may not want to speak to that person again ever in your whole life, but you can forgive them. And that takes a lot of thought, and but this is hard thoughts. But that takes a lot of thought and thinking, because it's kind of deep. But that forgiveness stuff, that is important, and that's amazing. Okay, thank you so much for joining me for this and learning the cathedral. Either way you do it. Look at you can go from side to side and it'd be pretty. So much that you can do with it. So I ask God to watch you every step you take, every move you make, and bring you back safely, healthy, and happy to the next video. God bless.